Hello and welcome back to Precise Algorithm Trading. I wanted to get into, we're going to make a couple changes and do a little bit of focusing on the website. Underneath the daily review, um, well, actually, just might as well go through everything here real quick. We've been away from the markets for a week. We've actually not been away from them. We just haven't been posting. Been trading a lot right along with them, and we've had this banking issue that's been going on, which has created a ton of volatility, and it's probably actually a lot of opportunity as well. So inside of our website, we really focus on algorithmic trading systems that are automatic, and that's what I'm actually going to boil our whole website down to for at least a little while. Where you're these all this stuff matters and it's all good, and this is a way to these indicators inside of here are the way to one way to trade the markets by hand, um, and we use Thinkorswim for that. We've gone through it many times, but really our big thing is TradeStation and multi-charts and having automated algorithm trading systems. So on our home site, we actually come in here and we show you sample equity curves. And then when I go through the daily review today, these are actually some videos that show how this stuff trades um, through the day when they're on, and it actually is showing some real examples. And then if you get into here, these are the actual reports that TradeStation and MultiCharts prints out, that you can print out from there, and they're handy just to understand how all this goes together. But and you can buy those products. Uh, these trading futures, um, the the this one, and this one, and they're all for different sizes of accounts. We still have the sale on for now, but um, in any case, let's go to the daily review. And the daily review tab is where I'm going to be changing what we're going to look at. We're really just going to look at the results of how our systems work. I'm also going to continue to show this because I think it's helpful. Stockcharts.com it's a great free tool. They've got some tools that are you could pay for as well, but this really helps me to understand where the risk is in the market. This is the New York Stock Exchange (NYA), the bullish percent index, and it has been on a big column of O's. It is on a point and figure sell signal where the current column of O's has exceeded the previous column of O's. And on Friday, it went down by 0.1%, so not really a big deal on that one. Friday was actually starting to show like things are going to start firming up. The NASDAQ, it's down by 0.18%. It's been on a big column of O's. It is actually on a point and figure buy signal where the current column of X's has exceeded the previous column of X's, even though we are on a column of O's. If this column of O's exceeds the previous column of O's to the downside, which means it has to break 32 to the downside, it has to go lower than 32. Then we'd be into a point and figure sell signal, and we're showing a support level right with the blue line, the blue diagonal line coming up. We'll see if that holds. And then, just for fun, let's look at the transports, which have broken the blue line to the downside. Obviously, a big point and figure sell signal on a column of O's. But on Friday, it came up by 25%. So it's looking like it wants to potentially reverse. And then the SPX is really the gold child of all of them. It's the big one, and it's been on a column of O's, a big a point and figure sell signal, and this one went up by 2.2%, 2.22% on Friday. And then the two that are really the most volatile are the NASDAQ 100, which reversed I believe it reversed on Wednesday or Thursday, and actually put in new green X's today to the upside, and then the OEX, which reversed on Friday. So this is kind of like, or can be, a precursor to what you're going to see in the broader market, because this is the S&P 100, and then the other one's the NASDAQ 100, and then the other ones tend to follow both up or down. So that's how that works. And then we'll get right into our algorithmic trading, the automatic trading. So here's the Russell 2000 futures contract, and actually we had to change. That's interesting. This symbol needs to be changed to RTYM23. Actually, the reason this is out of this is out of order. No, it's not. It just needs to be changed to RTM 23, because the contract had to change last week. But you can see things are in an uptrend. It's been in a recent little bit of a downtrend. And then this is the longer term chart. Actually, this is from 918 to 317. 918.22 to 317 of 23. And then this is actually showing from 519, it's as much data as we have, to 317. And you can see there's a giant downdraft right here that I think we're actually in the middle of right now. That could, if that plays out, it's going to come back to the $110,000 level. This is a larger account, or mid-size account, so you can do this on much smaller scale. And then I wanted to show the last recent trend of buying of wins and losses. And so it's been, that's where we've seen this downdraft. We've had some losses here in the last, between the 13th and the 16th. Then we go on and look at so here you go, the NQM. That's that NQM. It's the next contract, where we have new equity peaks. That's where these green dots come in. And then we can look at this on a 6-month basis, where we got those new equity peaks. You can see the big downdraft back here. Oops. Back here. But then if you look at it in a larger context, that big downdraft was there, because this is a 12-month chart, 317.22 to 317.23. And you can see, so this is how we build these things. So, this is a big sideways move that lasted for, a month and a half, I think. And we just underwent something like that. So now we got new equity peaks, which is what we try to do here. Just keep growing our equity. And then this is the last few days worth of trades, and this is where you can see that we've really had a big win streak in the NASDAQ futures. This one's the most notable. And then the Dow futures have actually, we were down in the Dow, and now we're getting back up again. And this is the YMM contract, and this is just the recent quarter, and this is it in context. This is where that big peak just came in, and what we really need is to start getting new equity peaks, new green dots going. And you can see in the larger context, this has been a big downdraft, and we haven't really seen that in this 12 months, 317 to 317, yeah. So I'm really just kind of hoping this thing gets picking back up again and taken back off to the upside, and we get to see more of that kind of action. So if we do that, that's obviously going to do well for our equity. And I'm going to leave you guys at that. That is it in a nutshell. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop us a line at precisealgorithmtrading@gmail.com.